Here, we are at the beginning of time.
Here was conceived and lived the great week of the creation of the world and the separation of the earth from the waters. You are at the house of the Father.
The first decided to rebuild the Temple of Karnak. He chose the solstice of winter as day of the foundation, and he wrote it. And this was, in fact, probably a custom from Heliopolis. And on this very day, the sun is rising exactly on the axis of the Temple of Karnak. So we can observe it each year on the 21st of December. And by a matter of fact, it's also what happened at Amarna. And by chance, Akhenaten left an inscription in the boundary stelas where he states the very date of the rising of the sun at Amarna. And it's on February, and we have the exact date. And so in this very day also the sun rises on the axis of the Temple of Aten at Amarna, as well as on the axis of the Temple of Amun in Karnak.
The rising sun at Karnak Temple. This phenomenon, which was known in a folkloric way, in a religious way, and in a scientific way by the ancient Egyptians. In astronomy, we call it winter solstice, or hibernal solstice, or midwinter. But actually, how the ancient Egyptians observed the sun. How did they believe in it? Did they deify it? Did they worship the sun? All texts tell us that the ancient Egyptians reverenced the sun. They observed and reverenced the sun. Observed the sun as a natural phenomenon, rising and setting. Their life being controlled by the rising and the setting, or life, death, and rebirth, or life, death, and resurrection. The sun borns and dies, or rises and sets. This is in cycles. The ancient Egyptians believed in life as cycles. To the cycle of the sun, from its birth from the eastern horizon to its setting in the western horizon, this is a great cycle in their life. Naturally, in nature, the ancient Egyptians believed that life is flooding, planting, and harvesting. Planting and harvesting related to the winter and the spring. So the days, the first day, the winter day, the 21st, through our calendar, is the day where we start the winter season. Where the ancient Egyptians believed in the rising and the ascendance of Osiris. There at the back of the Temple of Karnak stands the eastern gate, where the sun rises above the gate. And nearby there are many symbolic burials of Osiris. Osiris, in a symbolic way, represents the dying sun. From the 21st to the 24th, the shadow, the light is weak, the shadow is fading, and Osiris starts rising from his grave and giving the message of light to his son Horus. On the 25th of December is the birth of the rising sun and starts its daily journey 1 degree a day, leaving to the northern east point in the heaven or in the celestial where the rising sun in summertime. So that period from the 25th to the 21st of June is the journey of the sun to its highest point in the horizon where we celebrate the summer solstice. From the summer solstice to the winter solstice is a long journey of the sun from its birth to this and newborn or its life again. The Christmas on the 25th of December could be an ancient Egyptian folkloric festivity where the ancient Egyptians celebrated the birth of Hor, the son of Osiris, the resurrected soul. So Rome, the great power at that time, 1522 AD, celebrating the birth of Jesus the Christ, where the ancient Egyptians celebrated the same day, thousands of years ago, the 25th of December, the birth of Horus, son of Osiris, the dying sun. Winter solstice is a day where the ancient Egyptians started to decide their calendar for the next year, where the seeds of Osiris planted, where the crops of Egypt, where the harvest season is the next season, and then the flood and the drought.